All right, and here we are once again in Costa Rica, and we are at Finca360.
Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere.
You can turn code name. That's right. I'm gonna give out all the... Hi, I'm Jan.
I'm Tracy.
All right, and here we are once again in Costa Rica, and we are at Finca360. This is the vacation home that friends of ours, Rosie and Rich, have, and we are absolutely having a blast. Now, in our last video, we described Punta Liana as kind of a budget Costa Rican kind of manage your expectations type place. This is a place, let your expectations go wild.
It is a beautiful place. Finca means farm, and 360, of course, is 360 degrees. When we take you around a tour of the house, you'll see that every room in this house has a view of the valley or the cloud forest behind us.
In fact, we actually tried to find a place here that doesn't have a great view. All right, Trace, what about this view? Is this a bad view?
This is not a bad view.
Is this a bad view?
Don't even think about it.
All right, Tracy, what about this room?
No.
All right, Trace, this is the kitchen. Could you do dishes in here? Is this a bad view?
Jan, if you gave me a view like this, I would do your dishes every day.
All right, Trace, we spend quite a bit of time out here. Is this a bad view?
It is not a bad view. It is just too sunny.
But most of the time we've been out here, it hasn't been sunny. It's either been at night or it's been raining. It's still a beautiful view. All right, Trace, so when we're going from the main area to the bedrooms, is this a bad view?
This is not a bad view.
What about this one? Bad view?
This is not a bad view.
All right, so I think I got you. This has got to be a bad view.
I don't think so.
All right, Tracy, what about this view?
This is my favorite view.
Your favorite?
My absolute favorite view.
Yeah, it's been pretty good waking up to this every morning. This from our bedroom. And we didn't find any.
Not one.
Yeah, and the bathroom doesn't count. We decided that. All right. As you saw in the clips, there are windows everywhere, which just really allows for you to see the countryside around, and it is absolutely breathtaking. We're actually on one of the, 2 or 3 different outdoor areas which you can sit. I know you have the same scene which you had yesterday, which is rain. But I will tell you what's very cool is at about 10:30 yesterday, it burned off, and we'll show you that when we went on our nature hike. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. And what we really love is wherever you are, as the day goes on, you get a different scenery, whether it's different lighting, different clouds, the fog coming in. It is absolutely breathtaking here.
When you walk up to the property, it's divided into a left and a right, and when you go off to the left, that is where all the bedrooms are at. There are 6 bedrooms and 6.5 bathrooms. There's 2 or 3 terraces. We were on one of the top terraces, and every room is similar. So usually they'll have at least 1 big bed and maybe 1 or 2 smaller beds. So great for families and great for couples.
And what they've done is they've named each one of the rooms based upon the views you have, as well as kind of the decor. We're in the volcano room because we actually are overlooking 2 of the volcanoes that actually are in the central mountain area. The other thing is for each one of these bedrooms, I was talking to Victor, he says that they can have up to 4 people in there. There are easily 3. Each one of the bedrooms seems to have a king-size bed and then a twin-size bed, and I think they can bring another small bed in to be able to have 4. So overall, you can have up to 24 different guests here.
This is a kind of place that you could go to that they could have a yoga retreat. You could have a family reunion here quite easily. And each of the rooms is yoga retreats. They had a yoga retreat here.
Oh, okay. All right.
They did. If you had retreats or a family reunion, this would be a great place to do it. One of the other things is I was a little bit concerned because it is the tropical rainforest. Have not been hot and sweaty any time I've been here. We have windows with screens on them all across our rooms. We also have a ceiling fan in our room. And the nice thing is they have blankets. So didn't think we would need a blanket, but it got kind of chilly one night with the humidity.
Yeah, but it was just absolutely beautiful. And after our nature hike we had yesterday, we actually went and took a nap in our room. In our room, we have screens on 3 sides. So we opened up the sliding glass windows. We had screens. We had nice, beautiful breezes across us. Probably one of the best naps I've had in a long time.
So then you come down the stairs and there's a lot of seating areas with shade. So all the kids were hanging out in the shady area between the little riverbed that goes between the living rooms and the common areas.
And what's neat about this, she talks about the riverbed. What's interesting is how they've constructed this house. You have this big, huge roof that was over basically an awning essentially that goes over everything, and they have actually designed it so all of the rainwater like we're having now actually flows down into a column. That column brings it down, and actually that is where the water feature that they have in that middle section actually gets its water, which I think is kind of a really cool way of being able to manage the water. The other great thing about this huge awning is you can be in a place such as where we are here in a balcony, enjoying the fresh air, and really don't have to worry about getting wet. You might get a little bit of splatter, but really we've been able to, we're doing this right now when it's raining, and we're incredibly comfortable.
Okay, so as you walk out of the bedroom areas, you go across a little bridge, and then you walk into the main common areas. So it is a place that has a large kitchen and it has a large table. So we're sitting at a table that seats easily 10 people. We've been very fortunate that the package that we included has a breakfast, lunch, and dinner included. So you could cook for yourself if you chose to, but we have decided that we are going to have someone cook for us. And we have had the best Costa Rican food pretty much the entire time we've been here. Oh,
I mean, we thought it was good, and it was the Hotel Punta Leona had really good food. This just absolutely knocks that out of the park. So we're very, very pleased with the food here. What is very cool about this house is it is way up on a hill nestled against a national rainforest.
It overlooks the town of Benicia.
Yeah, and you actually can see this house from the little town of Benicia. And it's just kind of towering over it, and just the idea of the views you have here.
They also have it surrounded that on the lower tiers of the landscaping, there are pineapple farms. But if you do end up driving up here, the road is not paved for about 2 kilometers. It's quite bumpy.
It's a bit of a bumpy road. I mean, it's totally safe, but it's a bit bumpy. You know, you're going somewhere rugged.
But
although this is really not rugged. So.
Once you get here, the view is worth it.
Absolutely. So speaking of nature, that was actually the key excursion yesterday. Is Victor, who is the house manager and guide. He's been, just like Arnie, been absolutely fantastic. He took us on about a 2-hour hike through the tropical rainforest.
How do you think it's here?
Good. It is very jungly here. Everybody loved it. We had the guide in the front and we had the guide in the back, and along the way he stopped and explained all the different flora and fauna. Pro tip, always make sure you bring your mosquito repellent. There were lots of mosquitoes.
But for the first time, I am a mosquito magnet, and for the first time ever, I had mosquitoes around me. I never got bit, so I don't know if I don't know if anyone actually got bit, but it was a little annoying some point. But you are in a tropical rainforest, so you really, it's that. No, I'll tell you, with Victor, in addition to understanding the flora and fauna, I mean, really, he was throughout the entire hike giving us a great wealth of information, whether it was describing why does Costa Rica have over 200 different volcanoes, why it's so volcanic, and talking about the geology, talking about the biodiversity, talking about the endangered species that are here. They're talking about several of the different trees that are illegal to be able to cut. I mean, just really, and quite frankly, with sensory overload, but he really showed the great wealth of information he was imparting upon us.
And Costa Rica has one of the top 5 volcanoes in the world, the Poas, which our room is named after. So one of the things I did remember reading about Costa Rica was this is a lot of sustainable tourism. And when you look around here, people go out of their way to be very mindful of ecological preservation and preserving the biodiversity in the area. So this is a great opportunity for people for ecotourism offers.
Yep. Oh, I almost forgot. We had one more excursion yesterday. So we're actually filming this in June of 2021. So we're in the middle of COVID. So we all got to go get our COVID test to be able to get back into the States yesterday. And I'm happy to say that we all are
Negative.
negative. We're all negative. So we're coming home, but not too soon. So today what we're doing is we're going zip lining. And we're going hot springs. We'll be bringing that to you, and then tomorrow we are going on a raft trip.
Whitewater rafting.
Whitewater rafting, so we'll be bringing that to you, and then we're coming home. So if you want to see us fling across the cloud forest on a zip line, or to see the other adventures which we're going to have here, or continue to see the adventures that we have, I think that we have almost 60 different countries that in the next 2 years we'll be going to. Please go on and hit subscribe, like this, and then tell us if you've been to Costa Rica, what is the activity that you like the best. All right, we're chasing our dreams. You keep on chasing your dreams too.